these people always play dirty politics. I remember when Okpebholo was saying that, oh, Obi should not come to the state again. No, that if Obi come to the state, he's encouraging insecurity and all of that. And since that time, the man has not even entered. But see the level of insecurity. What has he done? He has not done anything. He's not done anything. See, just here, see what is happening now. That these protesters now have been sentenced to 14 years imprisonment. Is it 14 years or 14 days? Well, we shall see.
14 years imprisonment. Wow, so fast. Mr. Mondo Okpebholo. So people now protesting that they are being killed, they are being unalived, they are being buried, they are being kidnapped in their own various homes. These are students too, coming out to protest. And then the next thing, you carried out more tankers and all that. You went to their various houses and lodges and then you arrested them. Quickly run to the court and getting a court injunction and all that, and then sentencing them to 14 years imprisonment for protesting, for being kidnapped, for being killed. Edo is shining indeed. Mr. Mondo Okpebholo. Guy, trying to understand Nigeria is so frustrating, and this is why 14 years in prison.
I always say it here. The only place or the only time you see that the government is so active is, the soft target. They always go after the soft target, and you think that they are really working. The question a lot of people have been asking is that before this incident, this protest that led to all this whole thing, that when people were complaining more than 2 or 3 months, as it has been going on steadily, that there's been unrest in Edo State generally before the concentration is now on Ekpoma. What has the governor done? Nothing. But before you could say Jacob, you don't go one of the monarchs in Edo State to go and pay homage or to go and to pay condolence. I don't even know how to put it, but just to go and sympathize with the Nogie, that because the protesters, that they came to his place and destroy some things. Of course, what do you really expect? What do you expect? I always see this thing as a deliberate act. When things will be going wrong, they will not do anything. But by the time the people try to protest or try to, when things started escalating, and they will now look for opportunity to be able to put the blame back to the people. That is when they always respond. That was exactly what happened during the NSAS, when people were talking, but when people started protesting, that you see that some people now hijack the whole thing. That is when the government will now come. See, the issue of kidnapping now is not even the issue. It is not what everybody is now talking about, but because of the people that have been arrested, the protesters that are arrested now, that is what people will now be judging. Meanwhile, the so kidnappers will now be having their free days, continue to do, try to distract people from the main issue. People have been talking, especially the issue of Harrison and VDM. The two of them were just talking on social media. This one counter this one, this one will counter the other one. But the main thing, remains. People have been asking, are you sure that the so-called person that they said they kidnapped, that is it really true? Because if it is true, that is what would have been the center of attraction. That okay, people and some people have been saying that. Why is it that they are not calling the police people to go and rescue that guy from where the kidnapper kept him? No. Dragging each other, dragging it, and people just concentrating, Harrison is a bad person, VDM is not doing the right thing. Just nonsense. But the person that is involved, nobody's talking about it. And that's why some people said maybe they just stage manage this whole thing. Because the people that are supposed to hold responsible, they will not hold them responsible. Before this issue of Ekpoma, this insecurity now escalated in Ekpoma, what has Okpebholo been doing all this while? He didn't do anything. But now he could come, instead of him to go and address the situation or to even release a press statement, nothing until problem